Hey everyone, welcome to today's video where I'm going to walk you through exactly how to form an LLC in North Carolina. Whether you're launching your first business, transitioning from a sole proprietorship, or expanding your entrepreneurial portfolio, this guide will break down everything you need to know. So, why would you want to form an LLC in the first place? Well, an LLC or limited liability company gives you that crucial personal asset protection. This basically means that if your business faces lawsuits or debts, your personal assets like your home, car, and savings are typically shielded from business liabilities. So that's a huge weight off your shoulders when you're taking the leap into business ownership. Now, North Carolina has actually become quite a popular state for forming LLCs, and there are some really good reasons for that. First of all, the filing fees are relatively reasonable compared to many other states. You're looking at about $125 to file your articles of organization, which honestly is pretty middle of the road when you look at the national landscape. But beyond just the cost, North Carolina offers a business-friendly environment that's worth considering. The state has a strong and diverse economy, which, creates a solid foundation for new businesses to thrive. From the booming tech scene in the research triangle to manufacturing, finance, and tourism, there's a supportive ecosystem for practically any industry you might be entering. Another thing that makes North Carolina attractive is its strategic location on the East Coast. You've got access to major markets, an extensive transportation network, and you're positioned nicely between the Northeast and the Southeast regions. This gives you tremendous flexibility for distribution, client meetings, or expansion as your business grows. When it comes to actually forming your North Carolina LLC, you basically have two main options: the DIY approach or using a professional formation service. And look, I want to be completely upfront here. While the DIY route is certainly possible, using a service like Taylor Brands can save you a ton of time and potential headache. So, Taylor Brands specializes in making the LLC formation process incredibly straightforward. They handle all the paperwork, ensure everything is filed correctly with the state, and provide you with essential documents you need to get started. And actually, I've arranged a special discount for my viewers. You can find the link in the description and pinned comment below if you want to check them out. The thing is, when you're just starting a business, your time is incredibly valuable, as you know. You could spend hours researching requirements, filling out forms, and tracking your application, or you could focus on developing your products, marketing your services, and actually building your business while the professionals handle all the legal stuff. Now, let's talk about what makes North Carolina unique for LLCs specifically. One important thing to note is that North Carolina requires all LLCs to file an annual report, which comes with a $50 fee. This is actually on the lower end compared to many states, which is another point in North Carolina's favor. Now, let's talk about choosing a name for your North Carolina LLC. This is actually one of the most exciting parts of the process. You'll want to pick something memorable that represents your business, but there are a few state requirements you need to keep in mind. First off, your name must include the words limited liability company or an abbreviation like LLC at the end. So if you're thinking of naming your business Mountain State Designs, it would need to be Mountain State Designs LLC. Also, you'll need to make sure your chosen name isn't already taken. The thing is, North Carolina requires your LLC name to be distinguishable from other businesses registered in the state. You can check name availability by searching the North Carolina Secretary of State's business registry online. I recommend checking this before you get too attached to a name. So, what exactly is a registered agent? Well, this is essentially the person or company that receives legal documents, government correspondence, and service of process notices on behalf of your LLC. In North Carolina, your registered agent must have a physical street address in the state, not just a P.O. box, and be available during normal business hours to receive documents. You can actually serve as your own registered agent if you live in North Carolina, but honestly, there are some drawbacks to that approach. You see, if you're your own agent, your personal address becomes public record, and you'll need to be available at that address during business hours. Not exactly ideal if you're running around meeting clients or working from different locations. I know all this paperwork and legal requirements might sound overwhelming, but there's a much simpler way to handle it all. I personally recommend using Taylor Brands to form your North Carolina LLC because they basically take care of everything for you, from checking your name availability to filing all the necessary paperwork with the state. With Taylor Brands, you just answer a few questions about your business and they handle the rest. They'll prepare and file your articles of organization, provide registered agent service, and even help you create an operating agreement. agreement. And by the way, you can find a discount link for Tailor Brands in the description and pinned comment below. Another excellent option is Northwest Registered Agent. They're known for their exceptional privacy protection and personalized customer service. Their representatives are actually formation experts, not just people reading from scripts. There's also a discount link for Northwest in the description and pinned comment if you want to check them out. The beauty of using a service like Tailor Brands or Northwest is that they eliminate the guesswork. Instead of wondering if you filled out a form correctly or missed an important step, you can rest easy knowing professionals are handling everything. And remember, you can find those discount links for both services in the description and pinned comment below. Now, the most crucial step is filing your articles of organization with the North Carolina Secretary of State. This document officially creates your LLC. You'll need to include your LLC's name, principal office address, registered agent information, and the names of your LLC organizers. The filing fee is $125 and you can submit online through the Secretary of State's website or by mail. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all this paperwork, I really recommend using Tailor Brands to handle everything for you. They'll prepare and file all the necessary documents, saving you time and ensuring everything's done correctly. And don't forget to check out the discount link in the description and pinned comment below for a special deal on their services. So, North Carolina doesn't legally require an operating agreement, but trust me, you definitely want one. This document outlines how your LLC will be run, including ownership percentages, voting rights, and how profits and losses will be distributed. Basically, it's like a rulebook for your business that prevents misunderstandings down the road. You can draft one yourself using templates online, or Tailor Brands can create a customized one for you as part of their package. Again, their discount link is in the description below if you want to save some money while getting professional help. Next up, you'll need to get an Employer Identification Number, or EIN, from the IRS. Think of it as a social security number for your business. The good news, it's completely free to apply on the IRS website, and you'll typically receive your EIN immediately after completing the application. Well, depending on your industry, you might need additional licenses or permits to operate legally in North Carolina. For example, restaurants need health permits, contractors need specific licenses, and certain professionals like accountants or lawyers need professional licenses. So be sure to check with your local county clerk's office and the North Carolina Business License Information Office to determine what you need. Now, I've seen many new business owners make the same mistakes when forming their North Carolina LLC. First, they choose a name that's already taken or too similar to an existing business. You can actually avoid this by doing a thorough name search beforehand. Another common mistake is failing to maintain a valid registered agent. If your agent resigns or moves and you don't update this information, you can miss important legal notices and face penalties. And that wraps up our guide to forming your North Carolina LLC. Once you've completed these steps, you're officially in business. Remember to keep up with annual report filings, which are due every year by April 15th and cost $50. If you want the easiest path forward, I highly recommend using Northwest Registered Agent or Tailor Brands. We'll handle the entire formation process for you, plus provide registered agent service. Don't forget to use the discount link in the description to save on their services. Thanks for watching and good luck with your new North Carolina LLC.